After 20,000 chess games, I realized why most players never improve. And if you're self-taught, you're just like me. I've been there, stuck, frustrated, and I was thinking I will never get better, and I did. And so will you. First things first, I can't emphasize this enough. You only need one opening for white and one opening for black. You're going to lose some games, and that's okay, but you're going to get used to that one opening, and when you get better, it will be very easy for you to learn the other ones. It's like you have the basics and the knowledge, you just integrate the new information, and you're good to go. And so unless you're 6 or 8 years old and you can afford all these years, don't do that. Learn one opening, stick with it, and it will carry you up to 2000 ELO at least. Let's say you play Vienna opening, you go e4, your opponent doesn't go e5, they go b6. Now here you play normal, and then they take their bishop out. Now maybe this is different from what you're used to because you're expecting e5, but you don't have to worry about that. The only thing you should worry about is the next move. At ratings of 1200, 1400, or even a bit more, you only have to worry about one move. So right now, his bishop is staring at your pawn, and you have one defender there. Let's say you take your knight out, and your opponent does the same thing. But here's the catch. This has two attackers now, so you have to find a way to defend it. Either you move a pawn, or you bring in the queen there. Now, let's say you don't do that, you push the pawn instead. Here, the opponent might think they can take it, but they can't because obviously if they do, you take it back and this is under attack and that's under attack and your opponent loses. So you only have to think one move ahead. You don't have to go 10 moves. You're not 3000 ELO. It does not matter as much at this rating. Also, when you have your opening set, let's say your opponent does something very different like ace-5 and you're confused. You go take your horse out, they go g6, and now you're thinking maybe they're too good, maybe they have figured out something else. No, if you've studied your opening and what they do is not what you've learned, they're probably making either a mistake or a blunder. So you don't have to worry when their moves are different from what you learned. As long as you stick with one move ahead, you can expect what's going to happen. Because at the low ratings, they do not think 10 moves ahead as well. So you don't have to worry about this. Once you get better, of course, you have to think 2, 3, 4 moves ahead, but right now, you're fine. Now, if you learn one opening for white and one opening for black, there's something that is very important for you to learn. It is the basics and the first moves of the top 5 most used chess openings on chess.com. Without this, you're going to go blind. You're not going to know what your opponent does, what their plans and tricks are, so you have to at least know some general information of the top chess openings, so when you play against them and your opening is different, it's not going to affect much. And even if they have a slight advantage, it's not going to change anything because at the low ratings, that slight advantage does not convert. You should not worry about this. One more point would be the time management. You really have to manage your time. And if you know your opening, you know the basics, you're not going to spend 5 minutes on move 3 because they made some strange move. You're going to play naturally and you're going to spend that time during middle game and end game. And last thing, which is very important, do not play bullet chess. I've mentioned this before and I will do it again. I played over 17,000 games and the only thing I learned from that was a bit of time management, which could have been learned easier and faster, but it gives you a really bad habit of playing fast. Because once you play bullet, rapid chess will seem boring. You're going to get tired and bored really quick. You're not going to sit down playing one game for 20 or 30 minutes. You want to play 5 or 10 in 20 and get done. Now you don't have to waste your time playing the wrong way. You can start practicing correctly and playing smart chess. See ya, guys.